Welcome back to Indie.XSplit. I always try to say Indie.XSplit, and sometimes I say XSplit Indie. Thank goodness. But anyways, we are here to show you some awesome games, and now we are here with Russ from Payload Studio. Sorry about that. Excuse me. How are you doing today? And you are here to showcase Terratech. All right. Could you kind of explain like what is Terratech for the people who does not know? Uh-huh. Oh, nice. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
With taking the long way.
Nice, nice. Yeah, probably early access for a year. A lot of feedbacks all the time, right? And just
Absolutely. I mean, community-driven development is pretty much our watchword at Payload. So everything we do is about putting something out, seeing how people like it, seeing how they react, what they want to see, and then adjusting, adapting, and kind of building on that. So we have a great relationship with our players, and that's pretty much sort of definitive to how we do things.
That's awesome. Let's see that masterpiece. Well, it's not done fully yet, but then that masterpiece that the community and you as a developer has made.
All right, we'll get into it. So yeah, the concept of Terratech is you're a space miner. You've been sent to alien worlds to harvest natural resources and refine them, gather them up, send them back to Earth for money. You're kind of a private contractor, and you have a license from a company called the GSO, which gives you bits of technology that you can use to make your modular mining vehicle. And as you explore this alien world, you're going to encounter lots of other miners in competition with you, for whom you can battle and steal parts from. So at the start, something went a bit wrong on re-entry, and my ship blew up. So I'm going to have to wait for some of the pieces to crash land, and that will give me a chance to practice the basic technique of building my vehicle. I got some wheels here. I'm going to snap them on the side. It's a pretty simple building system. You just
actually looking at it, everything kind of sticks like a magnet, so it's actually much more easier to actually determine where to put stuff on it.
That's right. You have a number of attachment points on the vehicle where you can snap things on. In the tutorial, we control that so that you don't have too many choices, and then you just put all the things where they go. And then once you've done that, you can drop out of your build beam, and then you've got a little buggy that you can drive around. And once we've got through, I mean, that is about it for the tutorial of the game. We try and
that's it. It's like, all right, done.
That's the first lesson, how to fall over backwards. And once you've got the hang of that, you can then customize. You can kind of pull bits off and stick them on different places if you want.
And I guess someone's already like, nah, this is my territory.
Yeah, he doesn't waste any time in kind of getting up close and personal. So this is a bit of a lesson in how to do some combat. And once I take that guy out, he's going to explode. And all of his parts are now available for me to steal, because stealing is what I like. There we go.
Nice. So, just one question. I see one part blinking red, like super red.
Right.
What's going on with there?
So that's my cab. That's the kind of central component of the vehicle, the heart, if you like. And that was damaged in the crash. So it's blinking red because it's damaged. And one of the first things I'm going to try and do is find a place where I can heal that up. So I'm just grabbing some parts that I've stolen off that defeated enemy there, trying out a new build. The whole idea of this game is it's very organic. It's very much just like experiment and see what works. So you're constantly trying, maybe I'll put the drill on the side so I can do some sideways drilling. That doesn't work so good. Maybe the front's the best place.
Yeah.
This gun, is quite useful there, but if I put it a bit higher up, because it's a ballistic gun, it's got a bit of a longer range, that could be good.
Nice.
And all the while you're having battles, you're finding new parts and kind of seeing what works and what doesn't. Mostly things don't work at first, and then you work out how to make them work properly.
Trial and error all the time, right?
That is it. So the first mission is I go towards this marker here, and I'm going to find that's another bit of my launching craft which exploded on impact. This is a solar generator. So if I plug that in, the panels are going to open up and it's going to start generating power. And I can take this repair bubble and I can stick that on there. Once that charges,
so
I've got a way to heal damage.
Nice.
So I've got a little green healing field there. I can drive in. Now I'm healing all my damage and my cab is going to stop flashing red and I'm good to go.
Awesome. So you kind of can make a base around the little area, like maybe have a base area built down around, have like
absolutely.
walls.
There isn't really any distinction between buildings and vehicles, although it was originally a kind of a vehicle building game. We discovered that if we just made these kind of anchors so that you could stick things in the ground, we had a nice flexible building system as well. So there's a lot of parts that are designed to work on a fixed place vehicle. You can make bases, you can have multiple vehicles that you can control. One thing I can do, for example, is I can take this repair bubble and I can stick it on my tech, and then theoretically I've got a mobile repair bubble now, except it needs power to run.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, like, are you gonna keep on repairing the whole ship?
I would,
No.
but what I need is a battery, which I don't have yet. If I had a battery, I could charge it up, put it on, and then while the battery was good, I would have a mobile repair bubble, and that'd be great.
Yeah.
But that's a little overpowered for the start of the game.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. It's like, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and destroy everybody and just still be the king. Yeah.
So yeah, we give you like a base that you can go back to and heal, and then the early sections are really just about getting the hang of fighting, finding some new parts.
I like how you encounter a lot of people. I thought encountering people is gonna be a much more rare occasion rather than like it's gonna be there and here and everywhere, which I have no complaints about it because you can steal more parts.
Yeah, you know, it's always kind of worked best, this game, when it's been quite chaotic. Just kind of throw lots of things at the player, not too fast hopefully, but let them kind of make sense of it as it comes. It's a procedural game. Like these different environments that you see, they're all generated runtime from a seed, so every time you play you can get a different world.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
And that kind of helps to the feeling of randomness. It's not like you play it, you know, 5 times and learn the sequence of everything.
Yeah.
It's going to be different each time, so you're going to have to learn how to improvise and just kind of work with whatever you get.
Oh yeah.
So here's another mission marker.
Seems
this
like
one,
a really big crash going on.
yeah. So that's another part of my ship that's crashed, but this time the thing that it dropped has been stolen by this little guy.
Oh.
Who's now going to run away with what looks like my radar module. Come back with my radar module.
Drill him.
I need that. I need that. He's driving.
Wow,
right off.
that guy is driving really fast.
He's a bit faster than me, but hopefully if I catch up to him well enough, there we go.
So I see there's 3 tires on him. So more the tire, the faster it gets, or that's another whole new story?
It kind of does, but also it's about how much load they can carry. So these little starting wheels, they have a fairly low top speed.
Yeah.
But if you have a lot of them, you can carry heavier weights. There's my radar now. But as I kind of expand and get better, I'll find more powerful wheels, which can also carry more weight and have different characteristics. I think there's about a dozen different wheels in the game, of which we've seen 2 so far, and you know they've all got different properties.
Nice.
So yeah, I've got a few more parts now. I'm just adventuring around. My radar is going to be very useful because now I've got that block on there. I can see much more of what's going on. If I take it off to put it in a different place, you'll see I just go back to that basic compass. But when I've got the radar up there, I've got more information. That's kind of the philosophy of the game, really, is all of the kind of mechanics that you're used to in video games. Nothing's kind of given for granted. All of them are part of a block. You get the block, you put it on, and you can do that thing.
Yeah.
But if you don't have the block, you can't do it. And if it gets shot off, you lose the ability. So as you keep finding more parts, then you can add on more capabilities, and that increases what you can do.
Yeah, I love games that are self-explanatory, really. It's like, oh, let's try doing this. Like, oh, it did this. Nice. And let's just keep on going on. And discovering new elements of the game is always amazing. That's been amazing thing to me when I play a game. There's a little land area where you can't enter, but then eventually you start getting an item that be able to actually access that little area. That enlightenment is like, yes, I can go now. That's amazing in video games, and I can see that definitely going around in this game too.
That is exactly what we're going for, and that kind of idea is another part I need. That kind of idea of sort of experimenting and discovering what works. Oh, this is a battery. Excellent.
Oh, nice.
I can show you the mobile repair bubble now. That extends. That's not just a thing about playing the game. That also extends to how we develop the game. So quite a few of the blocks and mechanics you see going on here are things that we didn't necessarily kind of plan from the beginning, but we just sort of experimented with a new function and found that it was fun, and then ended up, you know, kind of expanding how much of that we could do in the game.
Nice.
So I've got room here for another laser gun. Excellent, more guns.
So, I saw you just destroy a tree just now.
Yeah.
Like, could you like collect those materials and do something with that tree too?
Yes, you can. Yeah.
Oh.
So that's a whole other side of the game that probably takes a bit longer to get into than we can really showcase in the demo.
Yeah.
But all of these things here can be destroyed, and some of them Now this looks like a standard rock, so
Yeah.
I know. I think
Oh.
I know. It's just a standard rock. Nothing
Oh,
exciting.
okay.
There.
I was like gonna say, like, is there gonna be a big dragon just popping out? I was like, ah!
No dragons, I hope.
Yeah.
But some of these rocks, you'll see this one here. Can you see a little red seam?
Oh yeah, you can see that.
So that has got a resource inside it. If I destroy that, you're going to see some chunks.
Oh.
These are oleite chunks, which are a nice shiny red thing. And with the appropriate parts, I'd be able to pick those up and then take them to another machine that I can make and craft them into other substances. So I could refine them into refined materials, and that is another way that you can create new pieces to build from, or discover new things that you can build. So what I've done just then is that battery that I took back to my base.
Yes.
I've stuck it onto my solar generator.
Oh, it's charging.
Right? It's charging from the solar generator, and once that's charged up, I'm going to have some mobile power. So it's nearly done, and that should allow me to power this repair bubble. So if I stick this back on there, so I've got a bit of power, and then I'll just put the repair bubble on next to it, and excellent.
Nice. You already have a fortress.
Yeah, yeah. So this isn't going to stop me from taking damage, but it will auto repair the damage. However, each unit of damage that repairs is going to drain some power. So if I start abusing that too heavily, I'll drain my battery, and then I'm going to have to go back to my base to recharge.
I'm seeing the tires are flaming now.
Yeah, those are sparks from the axles, and what that means is that I've got a bit too much weight because I keep sticking blocks on, and I've only got 4 main wheels and 2 little side wheels, and they can't really cope. So hopefully, what I'll do actually, if I go towards this red arrow, which should be another encounter, theoretically, as I get bigger, the enemies who attack me will also start getting bigger.
Oh, so they kind of level up according you.
That's right. And then we should be able to get some. Oh no, I'm in trouble. We should be able to get some better wheels that way, if I don't get shot to pieces by this dude.
Oh, you got the repair bubbles. So
I got the repair bubble, so that's actually proved quite useful. And what I'm going to do is, I don't have any big wheels yet, so I'll stick more small wheels on the side, and that should just give me a bit more load carrying capacity.
There you
go. See, I'm still getting a bit of sparks, but not quite as much.
Yeah, you're actually moving a little faster too.
Yeah,
seems like it.
That's pretty much I can stick as a space. I've got quite a lot of guns here
Oh
now.
my god, it's like overpowering right now.
Yeah, that's one of the things that you see in this game. There's so many different ways to play it. It's almost like a personality test sometimes, because some people like me, you know, just I don't want to leave anything useful behind. So I'm always trying to find a place to stick every little thing, even if it looks a bit odd. Other people are kind of so much more concerned about you know, making everything kind of beautiful and symmetrical and perfect. You know, it's quite interesting as a developer to just stand behind people and watch how they approach it.
Yeah, I can imagine like people are doing like a little contest of how like beautiful of a car or what kind of car they can make, and just post it on Twitter or whatever. That's
right, and we have a feature for that. So once I've made a vehicle like that, I can actually click this little snapshot button. And I can give it a name.
Nice.
I'm going to call it My Dude.
My Dude.
And now if we were connected to the internet, well, I guess we are, but if we were connected up to Twitter as well, I could click that button, and then this will be sent in on Twitter. And what that actually does is it takes the design that you've created and it encodes it into the pixel data of the image, so that someone else who's playing the game, if they're connected to Twitter as well, they can actually download that into the game and play with your vehicle.
Wow, that's actually amazing. Wow, so you can really share your vehicle around, and then, you know, if you actually made like a great, amazing vehicle, people are like, okay, let me download that.
Exactly. Exactly. Oh look, I've got some big wheels. Excellent.
Oh, nice.
Now we are
there
talking.
You go.
I'll put those on there.
Big rigs.
Yeah, so again, a lot of the sort of features in the game were things we experimented with and then just discovered without necessarily knowing how it was going to go, were quite popular. So the stuff like the Twitter sharing, some of the challenge modes we got in the game where you can sort of experiment with like how best to create flying vehicles, for example. We've got wings and rockets and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that takes a bit of skill.
Oh, okay.
I picked up a shield bubble here, so if I put that on, I've drained my battery.
Oh, so there's no battery anymore. But I guess the shield would also drain that battery as well.
It would drain the battery twice as fast, but when it's powered, then I get a deflector which will push away attacks. So if I had power, I'd now be super powerful. But I don't.
Yeah, so, so sad, so sad. Wow, that's...
So there you go.
Yeah, I actually really like... So it's just a question, would there be a multiplayer function?
There will. That
Alright.
is currently in development. It is the #1 feature request that we hear.
Yeah, I could totally imagine people are actually making their own
yeah.
ships and then actually go ahead and do like a little
Yeah.
invade someone else's territory. And
It's
like,
going to be
alright.
totally epic when we've got that working.
It is.
We do some kind of asynchronous kind of competition modes. We have a thing called Sumo Showdown, which is a bit like kind of a BattleBots type thing, where you make things that have to kind of push each other off a platform, blow each other up.
Oh, nice.
And we're actually about to announce in the next few days a new competition mode that we've just been creating for shows and stuff, which is kind of more of a competitive race mode. A sort of obstacle course. So
kind of reminds me of the mini 4WDs that I used to build
right?
when I was a kid.
So stay tuned for more news about that.
Alright.
But we just like to kind of find our way and see what new things we can come up with basically that are fun.
Yeah, sounds good. Well, so if people want to know more about this game, I know that it's on Steam Early Access, so they can go ahead and access Terratech on Steam. But is there any like Twitter homepage that people can follow for more details or updates that are coming up?
Yeah, so our website has all the updates. That's terratechgame.com. You can also follow us on Twitter at terratechgame. We also have a Twitch channel. We do quite a lot of streaming from our office. So if you're interested in the development process or just hearing like the latest about what we're putting in, that's twitch.tv/terratechgame. That's every day at 5 p.m. in the UK time. Every day.
Oh
we
my
are
goodness.
hardcore when it comes to that.
Regular full-time streamer doesn't do it every day too.
Absolutely.
So that's crazy.
And that's the best place for people who want to get involved in competitions and stuff
true.
as well. We
they
do
want
quite
to
a lot
stream
of
that
challenges.
too, especially. They want to make that beautiful machine and stream it, and then he's like, you want it? But that's crazy. So thank you very much. I like how you can snap that. That's great. But thank you very much for coming by. You can also, if you're at PAX East, you can also check out Terratech at this booth, XSplit.
Absolutely, we got it here, yes, the whole time.
So definitely, if you actually really want to go ahead and try it out, come by. If not, go ahead and check out their stream, webpage, and Twitter, Terratech Games.
Terratech Game.
All right. But thank you very much. We're going to have more games. Thank you very much for coming by, Russ.
Cheers. Been a pleasure.
Enjoy the rest of the PAX, for sure. And see you guys a few minutes later. All right. Adieu.